Welcome to The Daily Grind, a Bluff City Media daily podcast. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Luke Hatmaker. Grab your favorite morning brew, and let's get to the show.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming 11, pipers piping 10, lords a leaping 9, ladies dancing 8, maids a milking 7, swans a swimming 6, geese a laying 5 gold rings. My family's going to hate me this morning. 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Welcome. Wow. Sorry, guys. Welcome to the Daily Grind. We're presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. I'm your host, Luke Hatmaker here. Drew Gann, Uncle Buck over there.
I've never
Jalen
been
in
given
the
a better
comments.
intro.
That's the best one. I've been planning this one since I knew that there were 12. I don't know. Ever since I realized that there was going to be a show on
that there was going to be a 12th day of Christmas. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of December. So sorry.
Well, maybe you can add a day, create a day for each time. Like, what kind of bird can you have 13 of to fit into the theme of the 12 days of Christmas? Because it's like 75% birds.
Hawks?
No, it's the Grizzlies.
I think 13 is the problem because you got to be like 13 crows a crowing. Like you got to get. It's not like one syllable.
It doesn't roll off the tongue. It's like
it's double syllable. You can do Spanish. Tracy.
No, that'd be even more syllables.
Well, it's good to see you.
I can't remember what 13 is.
Isn't it Tracy?
That's right.
Catorce is you too.
Yeah.
Or it's not. It's 14.
Catorce is 14, right?
Yeah, but it's U2 did it in their song. That back in the 2000s.
Oh,
they go,
Uno, I've never been big into U2.
Me neither. I still to this day, I will never forgive Apple for putting that album on my phone.
That is they showed their hand there of what they're capable of. You never show what you're capable of, and they did that.
Yep, and you know what? The Grizzlies aren't showing what they're capable of yet because we can't get this team together. Boom! That was
big
just
money, big money.
And I mean, for those of you smart folks who have their PR notifications turned off, and who don't live like the rest of us do, where these dictate your mood. Zach Edey, diagnosed with a stress reaction in his left ankle. He is expected to make a full recovery and fall in a period of offloading and rehabilitation. Reevaluated in 4 weeks. Stress reaction. From what I gather, this is like a shutdown. I don't think he's hurt. I don't know. John Concharos.
I thought a stress reaction was when you like broke out in hives in the middle of a stressful situation. It's like you get short of breath and you like it's almost like a panic attack. I don't know what a stress reaction is. I mean, it sounds like it's just inflammation.
And is it just because he's a 7'4" giant that they're like, oh, big fella, let's pump the brakes?
I mean, I think it's unfair you had me on today's show to talk about it.
That's what I want. Brother, I got to give you, hey, you don't get a chance. I wanted to give you your first option to talk about this before Rusty got you in the corner.
And I have went on a tour of saying that I was wrong about Edey.
I know.
And at least the upside of Edey. I was wrong about the upside of Edey. And so nobody in their right mind, and Rusty will do it today on the $2 Sports Show, but that's fine. He'll do it. But no one can legitimately call me a hater. Like, I have been effusive of my praise and given due credit to Zach Edey for what he does on the court, as well as the mindset change that happens when he is on the court that is not directly related to his ability to rebound, dunk, and shoot. Okay?
Yeah.
This has always been my concern. Like
Since day one.
Since day one. And as the longer he stayed healthy, the less relevant this got. But, I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is probably precautionary. But, again, you're not being this precautionary if you're just a normal-sized human with normal-sized ankles.
Yeah.
Like,
Shout out Jalen. Big AF. Can't be playing basketball on bad ankles. You just can't. You and I can.
It's right. Like, it's right, but like, listen, I don't pretend to know. There's a lot of angles at this that if you want to take, you can. And maybe if you want to lob a couple, or if we want to talk about them in the future, what some of the angles are that people are taking on social media, I just tend to believe that this is being extremely cautious. And with a guy that's 7'4", and the NBA is unkind to people's feet who are 7'4".
Yeah, and I there's Rusty. I'm assuming I wanted to give him space on y'all show at 11 to like really talk about the medical issue, the medical part of this, because I don't know. I don't know what I'm assuming that I don't know. I'm not going to assume anything because I know what happens when you assume, and I'm not a doctor, and I've only played one on stage like once or twice.
That's more. You could give more of your opinion than I can then.
And this next one, well, suffice it to say, we're going to be no Edey until turn of the year. If he kind of, like it's going to be January.
Yeah.
Late January, maybe.
But, middle of January is the early. Nobody comes back early, so it's extremely frustrating. Like Rusty, I don't know. I'm sure we'll yell at each other. So I'll ignore him for now. But like, it's extremely frustrating because he is the most important player on this team right now, and just the logistics of it, the boat passing in the night that is Ja Morant and Zach Edey is extremely maddening.
That's the part that gets me.
And, I don't know what this is. I mean, he re-aggravated it. He'll be fine, Rusty says. I don't care. Like, we're out another month. Like, this sucks.
It just sucks.
It just sucks. And
I can agree with Rusty. Think that he's going to be fine. Think that Will's going to be fine. Bottom line. And it still suck. It can still suck.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? He may be fine, but we're in the middle of winning 7 of 9, feeling like we're getting our mojo back. We're getting Ja Morant back today. Allegedly, he's questionable in the injury report. And then we're nursing, that's what I read it as. We're nursing a sore ankle. And we have to because he's 7'4", and lower limb injuries on dudes that big are unforgiving.
Yeah. I mean, I think, I mean, you're right. I do think we're going to be in trouble. Well, I mean, you mentioned that we've been 7-2. We've been rebounding the hell out of the ball. I think we've been like so high up. High up in the rebounding stat line. I should have had that pulled up. But we're losing Edey, and we're also, you pointed this out, we're losing our second leading rebounder in John Contra.
Which is the biggest blow, we're being honest. And it's so funny because John Conchar, they're like, yeah, we'll give you a timetable at some point. And then Javon Small, they're like, whenever it's appropriate, we'll give you a timetable. I legitimately am worried about the immediacy in our rebounding with both these guys out, especially on a team that's going to have and Jalen, you're absolutely right. This 4 to 6 week stretch is going to say a lot about Triple J. I think this is important. Yeah. Let's transition into the game tonight because the Grizzlies do play tonight. They will be without all of these guys we're talking about. They're playing the Jazz. Ja's coming back. We're gonna need lots of rebounding help. I don't really think, other than the rebounding, the jitty minutes, Cam's going to take those minutes. Vince is going to take those minutes. There's a body that can take those minutes, but we need somebody to rebound desperately. We're going to need Santi to really be more like he's been consistent. And we can't rely on, if this puts Jock Landale back in the starting line, and we saw that already, and it's going to be rough. Listen, bigger picture, like the Utah game tonight, they're 8-15. They're not quite as deplorable as they've been in the past. You're going to have to guard Markkanen really well. If you can guard Markkanen really well, then you're going to have a lot of success.
Yes.
Listen, Zach Edey is so much more. This is what I've been profuse of his praise, and why no one can legitimately call me unfair to him, is he has been so amazing. And what he has done that hasn't been talked about enough is he's unlocked 2 players who were really bad to start this season. And that's Jalen Wells, that's Jaren Jackson Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Jaren could not play with homeboy, our Aussie brethren. Yeah, Jock Landale. Like, it was just a mess. And Jalen Wells couldn't find any open shots because we were playing KCP in the lineup. And I know that Cedric Coward also helps with that as well. But no, not more than Zach Edey. And listen, Jalen's exactly right. Like, you're going to know a lot about Jaren this 4 to 6 week stretch because he was awful to start this season without Zach Edey. And so hopefully maybe they just settled into the offense and, you know, you're getting Ja Morant back now. So maybe that helps too because we know that Jaren can't be the best player on the court. He's incapable of being the alpha, the number 1 on a court. So it's all on Ja. And if you wanted to ease Ja into it and let Zach Edey take some minutes as the alpha on this court and just feed the hand, you can't do that now. And so you're going to have to let Ja's going to have to be the best player on the court.
Yep. And I was curious, looking at the odds yesterday, and then I looked at them before the Edey news and then after the Edey news. Currently, FanDuel does have the Grizzlies still favored, minus 270. 7 points is the spread. Over under is 240. So they got the Jazz. That's what I thought. So I mean, I guess I'd be curious to look at the stats. I should have done a better job of getting them in front of me, but like I know Ja does tend to like coming back, tends to play pretty well.
First came back, he's got a history of exploding back onto the scene.
Exactly. And so maybe that's what this line is, because I mean, 7 points is a big deal in an NBA game. Especially when you're just got news that you're leading rebounder. And it's like you said, like the impact that I had you on the show last week because I wanted to give you time to just be like, hey, here's the impact. I wanted to let you talk about Edey some because I wanted to give you it went up after
the line went up after Edey went out. So
I don't get it.
I don't know about that.
I don't get it. So I mean, we'll see. I do think you've got a team in the Jazz who I think are tanking, whereas the Grizzlies might be in a soft tank, which I hate. But
yeah,
they're firmly in the play-in right now, and so I don't know. I mean, can you still soft tank and wind up in the play-in? Maybe.
I don't buy the soft tank.
I don't either. I hate that.
I don't buy it. That is stupider than a full tank, and a full tank is the worst thing that you can do to your franchise.
I agree.
There's no benefit in it. You've seen that the last 3 years, I believe, the number 1 pick in the draft just went to somebody that just barely missed the play-in San Antonio and Dallas. Like, it's not beneficial to you at all. Do not tank. Do not do it to the city. Do not do it to the franchise. Don't do it to the players. I don't believe that's what is being done right now.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I think it could be. I agree. A soft tank would. I don't think Ja Morant comes back if this is a soft tank.
Yeah, there's Keontae George is having a career year.
Yeah, Keontae's playing really well.
I would like for him to take 50 shots tonight. I won't give him credit until he's he's new school Harden. I've been harder on Keontae George than I've been harder on anybody at his level before.
It's kind of awesome. I feel like you go out of your way to bring him up.
He single-handedly won us games because he just wouldn't quit shooting and turning the ball over.
Very true.
So he's up though. I mean, 22 points a game.
I'm curious. I think
almost 7 assists.
I think he's actually his odds for most improved player. I think he's right outside the top 6 plus 4,000 for most improved. Keontae George.
Yep.
Edey's not gonna. Yeah, Edey's odds have plummeted. He's not gonna meet the threshold anymore. He was close. I'm curious what his. I'm gonna look at the game tonight. What the odds are for Keontae?
Didn't Edey miss the first 15 games?
Yeah, he could have still. He could have still hit the threshold. He had to be perfect. Let's see what the odds are for Keontae George to have over 25 points tonight. Plus 158. Keontae George has better odds to score more than 25 points than Ja Morant does tonight.
Well, they've won 8 of 23 games, which is like gangbusters for Utah over the last 5 years. And he is scoring more points than ever. So he may be empty stats.
Yeah, that may be good stats, bad team. There were some other good stats, bad team that happened yesterday. With the daily grind, Ricky rewind. Where we talked about the games from the day before. Rockets beat the Clippers. Surprise. Bucks beat the Celtics. Bucks team, man. The drama up there is funny. Pelicans beat the Blazers. Not just beat them, blew them out. Well, beat them by 23. I think Jordan Poole and some guy that I don't even know. Shout out to that guy. Let me look his name up. I had to look him up. I was like, who? Had like a 22 points off the bench. So for the Pelicans,
that is a big game.
Bryce McGowens. Do you know who that is?
No.
He went to Nebraska.
Nebraska?
Yeah. He had 23 points in 30 minutes. Went 5 for 5 from 3 yesterday. Yeah.
Maybe another team that's doing better without the superstar.
And then the last game was, good God, the Kings suck. Nuggets beat the Kings 136-105.
Of those, you know what's frustrating is I'm gonna look at the standings real quick.
Yeah.
Through 25 games, the Thunder have won. Hold on a second. 24 plus 19. 24 plus 19 is 43. Yep. Through 25 games, the Thunder have won 43 games because the Clippers have also lost 19. The Clippers right now are
such a good
6-19. There are only 2 teams with a worse record than them, and Oklahoma City gets their first pick.
Oh, my God. Yeah, is that the most depressing thing? The fact that they can...
Because I hate inevitability. There's nothing worse in sports. Dynasties are fun. Like, I am pro-dynasty. I think a dynasty is cool, and then they turn into the evil empire, and then they fall, and then that story arc is good. We're in the upcoming of this, and I hate the feeling of inevitability on this, especially paired with the fact that our team can't even get out of our own way.
Yeah.
Like, we're not doing – and the fact that it's Oklahoma City, we have once beat them by 73 points and set an NBA record.
Yep.
And, like, 3 years later, they're the defending champions, 24-1, and going to have quite possibly a top 3 pick in one of the most top-loaded drafts in recent memory.
Yep. And the odds-on favorite to win the title again.
I mean, we're at the point, Luke, where if you gave me the opportunity of Oklahoma City or the field, I would take Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I was thinking about that last night. Nobody in the East is going to beat them. Nobody. I don't think anybody in the East.
Nobody in the West is going to beat them. They're 24-1.
I think you could. Yeah.
Injuries can happen, but I mean, unless it's SGA, they can survive it. They could throw enough people out there.
See if
maybe Hartenstein, maybe he's doesn't have a duplicate on their bench, but
so I think
wings, they're just going to throw another wing out there we've never heard of, and he's going to be amazing.
The only thing that I think could benefit the West, and I don't wish injuries, but like if Hartenstein stays out, and if they lose Chet, they're really depleted not really depleted, but then they got J-Dub, the other one, as like their backup big, and in that scenario, I could see things falling. I mean, Jokic could have a field day with that. Like
I
that.
don't cheer for injuries either, but I think Grayson Allen was on to something.
Just, dude. I mean, that might be what it takes.
At some point, like, do you want to compete for anything at all or not? Like, I mean, there's just. Again, let me be clear. I'm not advocating to go take out the knees of superstar NBA players.
Beef
That's
stew.
not
if
the
you're
karma
watching.
I want back on us.
No.
Lord knows we're already suffering at the hands of something else we've done in the past.
The Hatmaker curse.
Yeah, the Hatmaker curse. But like, I know Grayson Allen just double arm pushing Chet to the ground and getting a technical. Sounds like something I would do if I was getting beat by 40 to
Yeah.
a team that is going to win a championship and have already won one, and you feel like there's nothing, like you're being bullied. Whenever the whole NBA is being shoved in the locker, and at some point,
Doesn't feel
little
good.
old scrappy NBA is going to have to fight back, and it sucks that the Thunder are this, they're the fourth grader that's 17 years old and just bigger than everybody else, and you can all band together and try to take them down, and it may not even work then.
Yeah, see, this is for me. It's like each roster should have one guy where they're like, here's your job. You are signed. You're signed to go Goldberg spear Chet. That's all you have to do. Just Goldberg spear him. Do you get one a game? Get thrown out? That's all you got to do, and then that's your job. That's your job.
Yeah. I mean,
Hire a
you can only
linebacker.
play like every third game because it's going to come with a suspension.
And a fine.
Yeah. You're going to get paid $50 million to make up for all the lost game checks.
And just
We
spear the
know
hell out
that
of
we
them.
will promise you $50 million, but you will forfeit at least 35 of it. So
It's like a hockey enforcer, but for the basketball. That's
a
what we need.
goon.
A goon. We need a goon. God. Let's take a quick break. We talked longer about the Thunder than I wanted to. God, I hate it, but you have to.
I know. We're going to have a company-wide edict to not speak about the Thunder.
I can have like a button that I press until they lose again. We don't talk about them. But let's take a quick break. Here we're going to talk some college ball because there's some Tigers news and it's bowl season. It's time to go bowling, man. So we're going to talk that right after this break.
In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem.
With John Moran and the national media and the national Twitter continue to talk about him being traded, and then others talking about how he's not tradable because of he's just not good anymore. It feels like Ja's really engaged. It feels like he's engaged with the team. I know he's ready to get back because the guy wants to play. It feels like all the distractions that have been talked about from outside people aren't really distractions with this team at this point.
This team has been at its best when there's been a whole bunch of noise and distraction and other stuff. There is so much going on outside, everybody talking, then you insulate yourself, everybody comes together even more. And so I would expect nothing different from this team in that they get closer, they play better together because there is so much. It's almost like we get back to that us versus them. Memphis versus everybody.
Everybody.
Tune in to the Night Court Podcast with your hosts, Rob Fisher and Brevin Knight, on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
This is the most accomplished hire in Memphis football history, just looking at the resume.
One of the biggest things that he said was, why Memphis? And he was like, why not Memphis? When he was asked, why are you here? His answer was simply, I'm here to win a championship. There was no fluff behind anything he was saying.
One of my favorite things he said was just talking about embracing what the city of Memphis is. The value of winning, you can't put a number on it because when people go to the game and they leave, they're going to go get something to eat. They're going to go get gas. The role isn't just about winning championships. The role of this Memphis Tigers football team is to just create more positive things. He even brought up how public schools in the city could be better funded if the University of Memphis football team wins games. And that's so cool for someone to be that aware of what their job is. but it's so cool to see someone understand from day one. He just landed in Memphis, and he already understands.
Tune in to On Beat with BCM live on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for the most in-depth look into Memphis Tiger athletics.
New commercial. I like it. New ad. I was like, all right. And they let Fish come inside. That's always a plus.
He said, I ain't built for it, Brev. You can sit out there. You can sit out there on the beautiful golf course landscape, but I'm going to stand behind me like Uncle Buck. We just get in front of a flag.
I love it. Bye-bye. Love it. You saw that commercial. You saw some of our shows, but you also saw some of our sponsors. We are sponsored by Trilogy Tattoo. They're awesome. I know there's a lot of flash sales going on for Christmas. Go if you want to get a loved one a tattoo. Do that. It's a good gift. But like don't like rip it, don't get a tattoo, rip it off and put it in the stocking. That's weird. We are also presented by Grade A Pest Service. They're great. I know it's that time of year. It's mice. I was worried I had a mouse problem. But it's not. It's just fur. My eyes are bad. But call Grade A Pest Service if you're dealing with pests. We are also sponsored by Mug Shots Grill and Bar. They are great. And Grind City Brewing. They're also great. If you're out and about in town today, go get something to eat. Go get a beer. But do so responsibly. And speaking of doing stuff responsibly, gamble responsibly at FanDuel Sportsbook. They are another sponsor of the show. And before we take a look at some bowl games, I do want to briefly touch on, and it was briefly hit on in that commercial, in that ad for On Beat. The Tigers have hired Charles Huff as their new head coach. I like this hire. But I do want to. It's easy for me to like this hire as someone who I'm more of a college basketball diehard than I am a college football diehard. I love the Vols, but I'm not in Knoxville. So, I love the Tigers too, but it's like the Ole Miss is your bread and butter, your blood.
We pride our show on being the college football show of this network.
Exactly. And so I just wanted a college football, a sous chef. You're the sous chef of college football. What do you think
I don't even know what that is?
It's a fancy chef at a restaurant. Yeah, you get to cook a little bit. What are your thoughts on Huff as the new head coach of Memphis?
Listen, I think he is a perfect fit. You get up there and give that press conference. It is so easy to get behind. There's just something you could tell the coaches, and he mentioned this in his press conference. He says, no offense to Brian Hartline and all these coordinators. He said, they're all 0-0, and I know what I'm doing. Google me. And he attributed the quote to Kurt Cignetti, but the point is, it's like, I've done this before. I have took over a job at Marshall, one big enough to go to another job at Southern Miss, and immediately turned it around in order to get an opportunity to come here. And you could tell, like, the media training, the media savvy, knowing what to say. Yeah. He checks all the boxes. If you care about winning the press conference, you made the right hire, because there's two things that can motivate a fan base unlike anything else, and that is sucking so bad that you have a new coach with new belief and you can turn the page and you can get reinvigorated, or you could just be awesome. Yeah. I feel like Memphis is somewhere in the middle there.
Yeah.
And they're good enough but frustrated and happy to move on. And then they got a guy that went out there and won the press conference, but it's not even about the press conference. Like, he's done this before. He's been really good everywhere he goes. He's got a pedigree that is outside of the G5. He's been in the NFL, he's been in Alabama, he's been at Penn State, and then he cut his chops at the G5 and he's moved up the G5 ranks. And then not only that, is to go a step further and to lay out his own resume and what he's done, and I just win, I'm not a rookie at this, I know what I'm doing. But then to go as far as to say, like, this is the best job for me. I'm not going. You don't have to have the fear that I'm just going to jump again.
Yeah.
Because this will be 3 jobs in 3 years as a head coach for him. Obviously, it's a step up every time. but he's not just concerned with winning so that he could get the, Nebraska job or whatever else. Like, obviously he'll leave if a big job comes open, but like he's not looking to get out. I think I buy him. And the best coaches, especially in years past before NIL, were always great salesmen because they had to recruit. And he got up there and just laid the biggest sales pitch to the people of Memphis and Tigers fans, and every one of them's buying it, and they should. I think he's great.
I mean, it's his you've got to be buying, like, you're as a fan base, you have to buy what they're selling as much as the kids that they're recruiting have to buy what they're selling, And so it's like, to me, and you said Google him. If you Google him, there's a lot to like. It's like, to me, it's just like everything in terms of, wow, my cat really agreed with that one. Yeah, shut up. If you like, in terms of a perfect marriage of like what it seems like coach and fit, it just seems really nice.
And you've got to have buy-in from obviously the team, but that's important. But you've got to have buy-in from the fans as well, because we are entering into year one of revenue sharing. That is going to be your new cap for paying players, is a percentage of revenue. You have got to have butts and seats in Simmons Bank Liberty Bowl Stadium. You've got to sell concessions. You have got to sell merch. All this stuff, a portion of those proceeds go to players, and if there are no proceeds, then you're in a really bad spot. So getting up there and laying on the sales job and pouring the gravy to the Tiger fans was exactly what Ed Scott wanted and hoped for. And then now, ultimately, what you do at the press conference is secondary to winning. The press conference can get that first batch, that first year of season ticket sales up. Yeah. Now you need to go win, and you have all the reason to feel confident that he can win at this level.
Yeah, no question. And I'm excited to see. We'll see. You know what else I'm excited for? Man, let's go bowling. It's that time. One of my favorite movies of all time is The Big Lebowski. And they bowl in that movie, and they like to talk about bowling. So, bowl season is here, brother. There are 2 bowl games. Yeah, woo. There are 2 bowl games this weekend. We're going to be doing this throughout bowl season. Anytime there's some bowl games we're going to talk about, we're going to go bowling. We're going to talk about the odds here. The first bowl is the Cricket Celebration Bowl. That's South Carolina State of Prairie View. Come on. I don't even think this is I think this is below technically the NC.
Listen, I'm going to sound really stupid here, but forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think these are HBCUs.
Yes.
So I think that is a classification to themselves.
Heck yeah. So I really don't know who's favored in this, and it looks like Vegas doesn't really either. Looks like they've got South Carolina State favored by 1.5, so we'll see. The other game, though, the Bucked Up LA Bowl. This segment's sponsored by FanDuel, by the way, if you couldn't tell by the odds here. Yeah, bucked up. You want to get bucked up in LA? Jesus, these are ridiculous. This is in SoFi Stadium, which I guess is why it's the Bucked Up LA Bowl. You got Boise State playing in Washington. Washington is the heavy favorite here. They're minus 355 favorites, 9.5 point spread, 52.5 over under. What do you think? I mean, do you think this is pretty right? I mean, Washington's a pretty good program.
And they kept their coach. This is something that you have to watch on all these spreads going forward. Is the coaching carousel was as big a ride as ever this year, and Jed Fish was linked to a lot of jobs. And there was, he was linked to Florida, maybe a secondary option at Ole Miss, and he just kind of floated around all over the place. He's got it. He's got Washington in a good position. This is P4 versus G5. I think Boise is a really good program, but they've struggled this year. This has been an obvious step down since they had a bye game in last year's playoff.
Yeah,
I would take Washington State.
Yeah, I'm with you. I just think Washington State is just for me. It's unfortunate because they're. I mean, maybe not. It's not unfortunate for these the G5 schools, but it's just. Oh, it's the last year of the LA. Man, it's the last year of the bucked up LA Bowl, says Jared. What a bummer.
I mean, I thought this is the first year of the bucked up LA Bowl.
Me too. Spoiler. Maybe it's first and last. There is one other game this weekend. I don't think it's technically a bowl game, but the Army-Navy game is this weekend.
Which is a shame that it's not what we're talking about first. I thought you were a Patriot, and I guess you're not. Army-Navy is quite possibly my favorite game of the year. I love that they do this on a day to itself, although it seems like we're going to have bowl games to as a country, we should all forsake the Boise State-Washington game, the cricket game and the bucked up game to go watch America's Armed Forces duke it out.
We can buck it.
I believe this is in Annapolis.
We can bookend it though. Like we can.
Why would you want to garbage after awesome?
No, you're absolutely right.
Oh,
you're right. I hate my
dessert
country. That's what it is.
Dessert is mayonnaise pudding, but you had a great dinner, which is Army Navy.
Elmo's.
I think I'll just skip dessert. Thanks.
Who do you think's favored in the game?
I think that. Okay, so
I got it in front of me. I'm just curious if you.
Navy is favored in this game.
Heavy favorite.
Navy's like 9-3 on the season, I think.
Yep.
And Army's like 6-6, something like that.
Yeah.
I love this game.
This game's
because it is such a throwback. One, they do an incredible job with the jerseys.
Yep.
And this is probably my least favorite jerseys that they've thrown out there.
Yeah.
But they're so unique. They're so awesome. They do a special edition jersey every year. Both teams do for this game. They both run the triple option. Like, it's just so unique. Everybody in the stands are cadets wearing their uniforms. Like, I love it. I love every part of this game.
I had it on my graphic, and then I was like, technically, it's not a bowl game, so it doesn't fit in my theme. But I couldn't get out of here without talking about it. You know, this is great. I love every time these teams play. Like anytime when the teams play in basketball. Was it last year where they played on the? Wait, no, that's a different game. When did they play on the carrier? Remember that?
In that college basketball.
I don't remember, brother. Can you imagine?
They did do some college basketball on a carrier.
Can you imagine if they played football on a carrier?
I don't think carriers. It's like, oh, he's out of bounds. Oh my God!
Over.
Yeah,
great.
It would be cool.
Dangerous, but
it'd have to be like arena football though, like 50 yards.
No, I want.
Well, it doesn't matter to them. They're just going to run it one way or the other.
Yeah, up the middle, up the middle, up the middle.
Have you ever seen 11 people in the box before? Watch it on Saturday.
Damn it, you got me. I'm excited for this. There's we're at that point of the year where there's like bowl games in the middle of the week, so I'm going to be talking about that. But keep it in the spirit of college football. It's time for the Daily Dose of It's a Trap, brother. This segment is sponsored by FanDuel, named after Admiral Akbar, who is almost the Ole Miss mascot. I need to.
Legend.
Dude, I think Disney just sold a bunch of their characters to ChatGPT, so you can use a lot of their characters and images now. I can finally get that Admiral Akbar Lane Kiffin thing that I've been trying for. I want him kicking him out the building. But I digress.
Me too.
Today's topic. I'm going to give you 3 bets from FanDuel. You know the drill. And then you just got to tell me which one's a trap. Today we're going to do the odds of the teams included in the college football playoff to make it to the quarterfinals. Not the semis, the quarterfinals. So this is basically just to win their first game.
What first 2 games? Wait, you say quarters?
Quarter, not semi.
Okay. So
just
just
to advance, just to win the first game. All right.
Okay.
Which one of these is a trap?
This is going to be easy.
You say that. Which one of these is a trap?
Okay.
I'm excited. I feel like I did a good job. You might kick my ass on this one, though. Texas A&M minus 184 to make the quarterfinal.
Mm-hmm.
Miami, Florida plus 104 to make the quarterfinal. Or Tulane plus 640 to make the quarterfinal.
Okay. I was listening to that backwards. Okay. So to make it to the quarterfinal,
Just make it. Just win.
Texas A&M and Miami are playing each other. And then Tulane being a plus 600, that sounds right. They're going on the road to Ole Miss. So you said Texas A&M was favored. They're plus what?
Minus 184.
Minus 184. And Miami was plus
104.
Oh, yeah, you did trick me with this. I was hoping you were just going to go straight up, down the list. I agree with the order, I think. I think that Texas A&M will be favored against Miami at home. I don't for a minute think that they should even be remotely close to the odds that are Tulane to win. Tulane winning would be an upset. I'll say that Texas A&M.
I got you.
So too soon.
Yeah, well, so this one was tough. It's well, because the A&M odds are correct. They are favored, minus 184. Tulane is plus 640. The Oklahoma is plus 104. Miami is just a skosh behind them, plus 152. So it's
you keep throwing in games you throw in teams of you throw in these teams that aren't even in the calculations that I'm using.
What? Who? Me? No. What? I would never. I thought Tulane would. I thought I could get you in here and you'd be like, Tulane plus 640. It's way worse than that, but you're smart.
Oh no, because I don't consider anything a guaranteed win. Like no, You're not going to catch me saying Ole Miss is going to beat Tulane by 60. Like no.
I was this close yesterday on the show because I need a team to throw my weight behind in the playoffs. I was really close to doing Tulane just because their mascot is a pelican. But I changed my mind. I'm doing Puddles the duck from Oregon. That's my team. I'm
Puddles is an elite mascot.
Yeah, man. Quack, quack.
Elite mascot. Probably the best one in college football.
I think he's really good, and so I'm going to put my weight behind Oregon this postseason.
There's two real categories that you could choose. You could do person in a suit and then live mascot.
Yeah.
Person in a suit mascot is definitely Puddles.
Yep.
And not that Puddles is not real.
No. I know what you mean. Yep, and I agree. Yeah. Puddles, he's just up to a bunch of shenanigans, brother. I appreciate it. like any good mascot should be.
Puddles is going to be doing a lot of push-ups on the
it's against JMU. Oh man,
he's going to be doing a lot of push-ups. Hey, another reason I like Tulane. Listen, I like Tulane.
Yeah, I know you like Tulane.
I've always kind of rooted for Tulane. Elite uniform combination with Ole Miss and Tulane. Yeah, I mean it's going to look really good on TV.
Yep, I'm excited to watch. These are the two. The Tulane Ole Miss. I'm excited to watch just for the visual aspect. And I'm excited to see how they respond to getting Kiffin out there. There's a lot to watch there. Right. And then I just want to watch Puddles the Duck. I really want to watch Oregon just run it. No shade to JMU, but that game's going to be.
Once again, the powers that be, being the television networks, screwed the consumer once again.
Yeah.
Because, one, I mean, you got Alabama, Oklahoma as a night game Friday night. No complaints. That's the ESPN game. And then what it is with TNT losing the NBA to ESPN threw a bone to TNT and let them have two of the quarterfinal games. And those are going to be the last two games, one at 2:30, one at 6. But ESPN gets first pick. So ESPN picked Alabama, Oklahoma to be the headliner on Friday night. And then they got the second pick, but that game was going to be at 11 o'clock. And so the best game, or arguably the best football game of the four first-round matchups, is Miami and Texas A&M in College Station. And ESPN's like, we're going to put it at 11 o'clock. And then we're going to go Tulane, Ole Miss. And then prime time Saturday night is JMU and Oregon.
That's crap.
Like, why can you not just do something for the viewers here and say, we will, it deserves to be at night, everybody deserves to have a party around the best college football game. And so we're going to go to Kyle Field at night on TNT and do the Miami Texas A&M game. But they didn't do that because they're greedy, money-hungry whores.
Is it? Oh, I don't. I don't even want to. What are you doing this weekend? Speaking of greedy, money-grubbing whores.
That's what I'm doing this weekend. No, my wife is going out of town tonight for one night with a friend to a state cheerleading competition.
Oh, fun.
Which, by all means, you can go as long as I can stay. And so that's happening tonight. I think we're just going to have some fun with some cousins and stuff tomorrow, and hopefully chill out Sunday. I think the kids are in a Christmas play at the church house on Sunday morning, so that'll be an adventure. So my daughter, who is will be 4 in February, has just constantly been running around the house singing "Go Tell It on the Mountain" for like a month. Just aggressively singing "Go Tell It on the Mountain."
It's amazing.
Yeah, no, but it's 75% volume, and like the quality, the tonal quality, she doesn't care about. The quality she possesses and that she's most proud of is how loud she can sing it. And so it's like, "Go tell it on the mountain," all the time. Like, I can be pretty and cute, or I can be heard, and she's going to be heard.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That song too. God, I bet you never want to hear that song again. Oh, that got me. Can I come watch the Christmas play?
Please, because I would love nothing more than for you to show up.
When she starts singing that, I'll be like, I know this one. I'll do the meme, the Leo meme.
Right when we got when we got the first 2 kids, the first Christmas that we had with him, Braxton was 4, and he was in a Christmas play, and it's just the perfect age because he stole the show. Because they're 90% of the kids are nervous like this and singing, and he's just like right there in a white church with like 10 kids on the stage, and he's just going at it.
The best. It's the best. You said that. I got a video from my nephew who was doing the same thing last night at his Christmas program. It was amazing. He's just up there like, not even singing. Hey. His mouth is just open.
Yeah,
it's amazing. I seriously might. Well, I'm not gonna actually come, but tell you what, man, I need to. I'll
video it and send it.
Please, because all I was gonna do this my football playoffs in the fantasy year this weekend.
Here they are.
Not just for us, dude. Okay, so the league I'm commissioner in, that I've been in for 10 years. Like it's like me and my buddies. I really care about this one. It's like it's like the League of Avengers.
Right.
I'm in the playoffs, and the way I do the playoffs, it's single elimination because I don't want anybody to have anyone playing the last week of the season because so many people sit. Right. So I'm in the bracket right now. I did not have Death by Kyle Pitts on my bingo card, brother. The dude had Kyle Pitts and Bijan Robinson. I'm down 80 in the hole, and it's not even Friday. It's not even Friday. It's Friday. And I've got
I went Kyle Pitts heavy in many leagues, and I got so much flack for Kyle Pitts in one league I'm in as church friends. And I got so much flack, and I just kept telling them, I was like, y'all just wait. Man. And then somebody panicked before the season even started and traded me Trey McBride. So I haven't even gotten to play him. So Kyle Pitts is just killing it on my bench all year long because I've got the number one tight end in fantasy.
Yeah.
And so I haven't even gotten to gloat about it, but I bet they wish they had him.
If you're watching, bad trade, guy. That's going to do it for our show today, y'all. Thank you all for watching. Edward, good to see you. I'm sorry that you're unwell from Stranger Things. I would say it gets better, but no one knows. I don't know if it gets better. Suck my fart. Best character in this show. Best character in the show, hands down. Suck my big fat one. I love Derek. He's the best. Derek, if you're watching, come on the show. Delightful Derek. Not dipshit Derek. Delightful Derek.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
He's the best. He's the best.
Yeah.
As soon as he popped up, I was like, fat bully, my guy. We will be back on Monday. Thank you, FanDuel. Thank you, Trilogy Tattoo. Thank you, Mugshots Grill and Bar. Thank you, Grade A Pest Services. Thank you, Grind City Brewing. Got a full slate of shows today. We're gonna have the I know $2 at 11.
Mm-hmm.
Godspeed. Rusty's gonna come at you. I support you. Staying at 1. We got
I can handle him.
I know you can. We got Night Court. We got On Beat with BCM. We've got No Bluffing. We've got post-game bounce. It'll be tonight after the game. Go Grizzlies. We Grizzlies 901 podcast. Got a whole bunch. On Bluff, Tigers Untapped. Just tune into it all, y'all. And y'all. And have a great day. If we can leave you with anything, remember 2 things. We'll be back Monday, first of all, but remember to be weird. Doing baseball signals. And 2, oh my God. And 2, remember to smile. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Yeah, I'm going to see how long you can hold it. Bye.
Thank you for listening to The Daily Grind. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.